Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Kiki. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me today. It's a pleasure to be a first
First
ever.
Yeah, like top model here at Spotlight. Well, thanks for like coming to our office today, and thanks for like having us as well.
Yes, pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk about like how did you get your modeling career started in Thailand or like in Bangkok?
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. I actually started modeling back in 2008.
Oh
I
wow.
was very young back then. I was 13 years old. And my first experience is actually I went to Japan.
Uh-huh.
And since then, I continued traveling around Asia for some time. I got to Thailand in 2012. I was a bit older. I was 17 already, which is still very young if you think about it.
Yeah, wow.
Yes, and since then, I've been just on and off coming back and forth here because Thailand is in my heart.
Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice to
Yeah.
hear.
I came here in 2012 for a contract with a modeling agency. Fell in love here, and that's how I ended up spending a lot of time here and just working here. And even afterwards, I was coming to spend my winters here in Thailand every year. And now I'm based here full time since already like 5 years maybe.
Oh, so like from 2012, and then you like been going back and forth.
On and off, yes.
Right.
Yes.
And then you based here permanently for the last 5 years.
Yes, that's correct.
So how is it like modeling in Bangkok for you then? Is it like very different from like back in Europe or?
It's definitely not anything like anywhere in Europe or America or even somewhere else in Asia. I guess things are more like sabay here, you know?
It's Thailand.
Yeah, and I don't know, like I was thinking about it. Like first, the reason why I came to work in Thailand for the first time back in 2012, the first reason for this was to come and do a lot of like editorials, like magazines, because I remember before it was really a thing here. I also needed to do like I was heading to work in States in New York back then. So I was preparing my working visa in New York, so I needed a lot of like printed magazines. So that's why basically my mother agency sent me over here, and I did pretty well. And I was thinking that it's true, before it was like Thailand was very popular for new faces, for young models, girls or guys to come over here and make their portfolio. But then recently, I don't feel like it's so much of magazines and editorials going on anymore. Don't you think so?
I think printed like is a little bit like dead, like from the.
What happened though? I never could really understand why so, you know?
I think for Thai people, we're so like addicted to phone and like digital content. Yeah. So like with printed and magazine, like it's not so popular anymore. Yeah. So everything kind of goes digital.
Yeah, maybe. But is it only in Thailand like that? I wonder, because there's still magazines. I guess there is still magazines here, right? There is you can go to a shop or a bookstore and find magazines. They are still there, but just a way less than they used to be, I guess.
A lot
and
less.
Also, if before, for example, it was a paid job for models to go and do editorial, even though it was like a low budget job usually, right? Just like maybe $100 to $200 per editorial photo shoot. Then recently, all I've done, recently it's been already a few years that I haven't done any magazines, like shooting for magazine. But last couple of times when I had a job for a magazine, it was like a free photo shoot that like they're not keen even to pay models anymore for that.
Yeah.
They just been doing it for free and probably still doing it if they do.
Yeah, I think like some like people, they kind of do that, and like I think some they don't know as well that model didn't get paid for some editorial. Yeah.
And then other than that, a lot of TVCs going on here, a lot of like commercial work, jobs, acting and stuff, which I think Thailand been pretty good market for this.
Is that something you're interested in as well, more like acting or like?
Yeah, I think it's fun. I love doing it. I don't know if it's still a good market for all these jobs. I guess so. And also because Thailand has always been kind of like a low budget market. It's never been actually a place for us models, for example, who like travels around the world doing modeling contracts. Thailand has never been a place to go and make money here. You know, Thailand is usually a place where you go because you just love Thailand, because it's warm here, because people are fun here and nice, and like especially.
That's good to hear.
You know, after like coming from a contract somewhere in China where you work really hard and like work is really like
working.
Yeah, it's hard there. When you come here, you're just like
the sabai.
Yeah, you know, everything is sabai. Everyone is so happy. You go to the job, you can always get offered a coffee. You always have a laugh with a makeup artist, and everyone is like, so, you know,
like,
yeah, exactly. So that's probably the first reason from what I think models usually are coming back. They just want to, you know, like enjoy this, like,
the
peaceful environment, you know?
I've heard a lot of the people who come here and they thought that, I'm not going to stay here very long. And then next thing, time goes by and then they hear about like years and like...
And you're trapped here.
I start having a lot of expat friends whom I talk to, and they're like, I've been here for like 8-9 years, like 10 years. And yourself been here for 5 years.
Based 5 years and been on and off living here since 2012, which is 12 years now.
How has Bangkok changed for you?
I mean, the thing is that I think first of all, I am the one who have changed, right? Because when I was coming here for the first times, I was such a baby. I was a baby girl. I was 17 years old. I'm going to be 30 next year. So definitely I just see things differently now. And actually what I love about Bangkok is that they haven't really changed. You know, it's just probably a different like point of views that I'm interested at the moment. But if you dig in a little bit, Bangkok is the same. It's always the crazy city. There's always things going on. If we talk about general things.
Yeah, it's true. Bangkok kind of has like a whole spectrum of people as well. You meet
and even though everyone was so kind of like, there was a moment where like during COVID time or post-COVID time, everyone was like, you know, Bangkok is not the same anymore. Thailand is not the same anymore. But it recovered quite quickly, right? And everything seems like back in the place now and buzzing around and things are happening, a lot of people coming and going. So
did you have to work during COVID time as well?
I spent here whole COVID basically.
I think COVID time here in Thailand was pretty fun.
I think I was pretty lucky, you know. I feel being lucky that I got stuck here for COVID. I came here to spend winter of like from 2019 to 2020. And January 2020, that's when COVID started to explode a little bit. So I was just like, okay, I mean, it's the best probably, you know.
Yeah, everyone was having a great time here because the lockdown wasn't as like hardcore compared to other countries.
In the beginning, but then it just lasted for way too long, you know?
Yeah.
It's like third, fourth wave when Europe is already opened up and recovered. Here still like masks on and stuff.
I just remember like people from Bangkok, they like party a lot on islands and somewhere else.
Yeah. That's the thing, you see, like that's life in Thailand is just like seems a little more like easygoing. It's always warm. It's all year summer. I'm Russian, so for me, like I'm not a winter person at all. You know, that's why I'm here. That's why I ended up here. That's why I'm hitting the ACs and stuff. I just can't handle cold at all, you know? Like, and every time people would laugh at me, but come on, why are you freezing? You're a Russian. I'm like, yeah, I hate cold. That's why I'm here in Thailand, you know?
True.
And I just feel so comfortable here living because the life seems really easier here for me, you know?
Yeah. I think like a lot of expats started coming to Bangkok a lot more as well for the last few years. Yeah. Do you have like any tips to give out for like other models who would like to move here or like who would like to live in Bangkok as well?
I guess you have to experience it from inside a little bit, because I remember myself first coming to Thailand, to Bangkok. I guess in my head when I was imagining traveling to Thailand, I kind of had a picture of like a paradise, you know, living in paradise. And then I arrived in Bangkok and I see this crazy megapolis, quite dirty, pollution, a lot of traffic. It's true, you know, those are the true things that we cannot hide, unfortunately. But there is something deeper than that. There is something that you have to really experience. You need to get some local friends to, you know, so they can show you what's really
I think that changes everything.
Yeah, for sure. Because I remember myself, I came here and I'm like, this is not how I imagined it, you know? Where are the palm trees? Where is the paradise vibe? You know, where is the like vacay kind of like lifestyle? And then first 2 weeks I hated it, really. And then after, slowly I started to meet local people. They started to show me, you know, like local food, Thai food, some other places, rather than just like models nights, which used to be really popular back then. I don't know if it's still a thing. I think Bangkok was like a place number 1 in Asia for sure for all this like models parties, models nights and stuff. And there was a big community of models here back then, you know, like just
what year was this?
Like I guess like around 2012 to 2015, let's say. That's like my first trips, my first rounds coming back to Thailand the whole time. I think it's still going on, probably maybe not as much or as big as it used to be, but because I'm not really a 17 years old girl anymore that is into parties, I don't really know much about it. But I'm sure, there's still a big community of models that like always that know each other and hang out together and stuff. That's how it used to be back then when I was that.
But did you used to go out a lot as well?
Yes.
How was it like with the scene back then?
I mean, I kind of miss those days because really, like, I don't know. I feel like back then the models community was so tight together. Everyone knew everyone knew each other, everyone were friends. I remember we've been organizing like trips to like Koh Chan all together, like girls and guys from different modeling agencies.
Nice.
We will just like book a minivan and go like for 5 days like holidays to Koh Chan, and I don't know, like things like this, you know, like right now I still like I see some people, girls models like from back then are still living here, but most of them already like, you know, have like kids, family and stuff.
It's true.
So I don't really know how is the modeling community really now here anymore.
Right.
And something tells me it's not the same anymore as it used to be. I don't know why. I think COVID also somehow affected it, because a lot of probably places that used to be like a spots for models to hang out together are not there anymore.
What are those spots?
I don't know. I remember, for example, there was like a few restaurants and clubs, bars where like actually there was every day something going on. Like let's say Tuesday, everyone will go to like, I don't know, Koi. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah,
Koi.
Yes.
Koi was like everyday thing, I think, actually. And then like Wednesday, was like Circle.
That was
there
C'est La
was
Vie?
Huh?
No, not C'est la vie. No.
C'est la vie, yes, like coup d'etat, C'est la vie.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like all those places basically.
And you still go to like Sing Sing?
I don't really go there. I mean, I think maybe once in like 6 months if there's like something cool. Night. Yeah, I think they still do, yeah. But yeah, I guess I'm not looking for it anymore, you know?
Cool.
Yeah, cool. I guess that's the reason why I don't know much about all this outing.
Mm-hmm. And do you see yourself like staying here longer?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be my base here for. I wouldn't like want to kind of frame myself to say that I'm gonna spend here the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But right now I don't have an answer to where else if not Bangkok, Thailand. And until I don't have that answer, I'm here, you know, I'm the most comfortable here. And I have my friends here. I have my boyfriend here, which is a Thai guy now, you know, like, and so I'm quite happy here right now.
Right.
So, but you never know, of course, if there's going to be any opportunities in the future. I'm open, you know, but.
And professionally, like you think it's still like a good base to be here?
I think Thailand is good because people are very open-minded here. And I think I love Thailand because this country is very free, you know, like, and there's a lot of freedom. Let's say that's what I see being an expat here. I don't know the probably like deep things about, like, I'm sure every country probably have their own problems. I don't know, like government stuff and stuff like this, but I don't really feel it on myself. So how I see Thailand, I think it's very free country and nation, very open-minded. Like, what I love about here is that you never really have to think about how you look, you know? Like, nobody's gonna judge you.
Yeah.
You can go to 7-Eleven wearing pajama, or you can go even to like a
have
cafe.
You done that?
And I mean, yes. Like, everyone is just so open-minded here that no one judges you, you know? Everyone just do whatever they want to do. And as long as that makes you happy, everyone is happy for you, you know?
I think that's very refreshing in a way.
Yeah. So that's why I think it's easier to be yourself here and try things out. I think I'm still, even though I'm already 29 years old, I think I'm still looking for myself, for my thing to do. I don't know. I wouldn't say I found, I don't know, something that I'm like, I'm gonna do it forever, you know? I'm still trying different things. I'm still doing modeling, but I'm not doing it as much anymore because I'm getting older too, you know? And you can't really do modeling forever. You can if you try hard. But I think I did my good part of it already, and I have enough experience to just like let it go. And if it happens, happens. If no.
I remember when I was working with you, you were like really good at posing. And like you always look so natural. Like, did you have to practice that a lot as well as a model, or?
Yeah, see, I've been modeling for 15 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
I mean, you want it or you don't want it, it comes to you. The funny part that I think I want to also mention is that I think I'm quite professional, because I have this crazy experience at all. Like in modeling, I've been working around Asia, I've been working in Europe, I've been working in America, working with best agencies around the world. But what's funny is that only here in Thailand, I always been feeling a little how do I say this? Like, not unprofessional as a model, if we talk about modeling as a profession, but as because I'm Russian, I'm quite straightforward person. I always been. And Thai people, Thai people are very like kind, and they're always happy, and they're like, all the time sabay-sabay. And me, I can get a little like, I call it beach face problems. So I've been experiencing this problem a few times working here in Thailand.
Okay, that's interesting.
That even though I come to work, whatever, is it a photo shoot, is it like TVC or whatever, I'll be professional on like on stage, on scene, but on backstage, I'm usually in my world, in my head. I'm not like, I've never been that person that is like all over around, like laughing with everybody, talking. You know, there's people like this. There's people that is not, which is me. I'm usually like quiet. I'm not like over, you know, like never over like to reacting about things, never over happy about things. I'm just like doing my thing. And it happened to me that a few times at shootings here at work, like clients type people were a bit like confused about this. That I
was
even
there like
had
kind
my
of cultural differences?
Yeah, you know, and not because like I'm grumpy or mad. It's just like I've just been relaxed and trying to save my energy, you know, doing my own thing, thinking about my own things. But it happened to me that a few times my bookers will call me and they'll be like, "Hey, Kiki, is everything okay with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, why are you asking?" Like, "Yeah, client is worried. Like, have they done something? Do you need anything?" I'm like, "No."
Resting beach face?
yeah. My resting face is just like beach face, you know?
Oh, no, I never remember you like that when I was working with you.
Yeah, I guess it depends also, you know? Like, every time we've been working together, like, is always like, for example,
actually we were laughing a lot and stuff.
Yeah, but also I guess I was feeling a little more comfortable because I work with you regularly, right? Back then, like every month for sure. Plus Sergio, you know, he's my like best friend, so I feel more comfortable. There's things to talk about. Sometimes
we
I
were
just
always
feel
chatting,
like sometimes like during the day when I shoot like on other jobs, I'll be nice and I'll have like a short conversation in the beginning in the morning, but then during the day, I'm just like being myself and I'm being professional on stage, but you know, on the backstage, I'm just like in my own universe, you know?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like models, like younger models that they try to be like really bubbly on set and stuff.
And I can't really fake it. I try sometimes, but I can't just be, you know, like that happy person and trying to be like all happy around with all this. Like I can't fake it my whole time. So sometimes I get complaints. I'm like, oh no. So that's been my problem. Which is quite funny.
I would never imagine that you would have that issue before. That's funny.
Yeah, because I never get like complaints. I guess I've been modeling for so many years, but never really complaints about like my professionalism, you know, I always do my best, but like this kind of things I usually only in Thailand, you know, like clients will complain about like me being a bit like, you know, kind of.
Everyone has to go like, "Sawadee ka."
So that's a funny part.
So you here in Thailand, you said that you have like a Thai boyfriend. Can you tell me about it? Like, how, like, when did it start? Or like, is it like one of the reasons that you still like stay here as well?
No, he's definitely a main reason why I'm trying to, I think I decided that I want to be here and be based here way before I met him. But definitely he's a big reason to keep staying and living here and building my life around here right now. We haven't been that long together yet. Well, actually quite long, 9 months, you know. Since New Year's.
It's been a while. Because I see like your Instagram is a lot of photos, really cute.
So in love.
I've
never thought I will be, it's not like I never thought. I thought I knew that I'm not into like Thai guys. And that also was my kind of like question.
It's becoming more like new trend.
I don't know. I guess we're just, you know, like he's very special and I think we're just such a good match. But it's true, like I've been living here for quite a while now and I haven't been in a relationship for so long before I met him. And I was questioning myself, like maybe, I don't know, like I'm not into Thai guys really.
Yeah.
And foreigners are very spoiled here with Thai girls, you know? No, it's true. Like,
I've heard some complaint.
Yeah, because a lot of amazing Thai girls and Thai girls love foreigner guys. So they just like all a great match, you know, like they all go for Thai
That's
girls.
so funny
and not
that you mentioned that.
Yeah. And so I was like, maybe, I don't know, like I love living in Thailand. I love living in Bangkok, but I feel like I'm having troubles with finding my, like, I don't know, person here,
half,
you know? So I was like, maybe, I don't know, maybe Bangkok have nothing else to offer me anymore. Maybe I should think about, like, you know, moving somewhere or, I don't know, like different thoughts like that. And then I met Monton. I actually met him during COVID time, like 4 years ago for the first time.
Yeah.
At some event randomly, and I was like, oh, what a cute little guy.
You guys look so cute together.
Yeah, he's extremely cute. And we had like a small talk back then, and we even like had a few chats. But then that's it. I forgot about who he was and blah, blah, blah. And then we met again like last year at Wonderfruit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I couldn't quite remember who he was, but he was like, hey, Kiki. I'm like, who's this guy? He seems very familiar to me, but I can't really, like, it doesn't ring a bell who he is, you know? So I was trying to remember where do I know him from and who he is. I was even trying to find him on Instagram, you know, like, but then he like texted me and we started to talk again, and now we're together, and now he's like the best thing that ever happened to me. You know?
guys going back to Wonderfruit this year as well?
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, we see you there in the field.
Yes. For sure.
Because this happened like last Wonderfruit, and then it's been going. Nice. Do you remember like which stage were you guys at?
Yes, Solar stage.
Oh, Solar. I love Solar. Yeah, Solar is my favorite.
It was sunset vibes. I just got there. I went there on my own last year. I actually didn't plan to go there at all.
I think I might have bumped into you last year. I
Possible.
think maybe you were with Linus or like someone. I don't remember exactly.
I was there with, I was there alone.
Yeah.
I came alone in the first place. So I was kind of like, just like grouping around with different people.
Yeah.
And I bounced into Monton a few times, and we like, you know, it's funny because it's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's even hard to find your friends there.
Sometimes you don't bump into your friends, even for 5 days. Yeah.
And I only went there for 1 day.
Yeah.
And like one afternoon and one night, basically. I didn't plan. It was like a last minute decision for me.
So you came for sunrise?
Yes.
That's funny. The best moment.
Yeah. And I came across him at least 5 times on different stages. And
wow.
We like, you know, saw
That's
each
not
other.
Easy,
and,
though, to like
exactly.
keep bumping.
I was like, you know, there's
like, something
that, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, and I feel inside me in my body, like this is like, it's not normal. I feel like something is going on. Something is about to happen. And it happened.
Okay, that's very cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're glad to have you still in Bangkok and like you still enjoying the life here. Yeah. So also I noticed that you have 3 Instagram accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about it. What are the other 2?
Okay. I guess it's all came during COVID time. And actually, my social media duty grew up like at that point, like during COVID time, because I guess we all haven't had too many things to do. And we were all just locked in our rooms, and there was really nothing much else to do rather than just like watch series, read books, and make content, right? And yeah, that's what I did. And then slowly I realized I'm like, first of all, I have my main account, which is Super KIKI. I have it since, I guess, actually I made it when I first came here to Thailand in Bangkok. I created my first Instagram account here in Bangkok in 2012.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My second account is So Nasty. And then I have What Kiki Eat.
Mm-hmm. Which one is your most favorite one?
So Nasty.
So
probably.
Nasty. Yeah, So Nasty is funny.
The story behind this is that I did like a little TV show back in Russia right before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I was getting a little bit like known in Russia, and I had a lot of people started to follow me and stuff. So at some point I felt like I couldn't really be myself anymore in social media, you know, like because I'm a model and everyone knows me as a model and you have to be pretty all the time. So I was like, okay, I'm going to leave my main account Super Kiki as just, you know, like lifestyle and modeling and do all this stuff. But I still wanted to, you know, like have some place where I can show my real self and my funny part. And so I created So Nasty account, and that's where I post my just like funny pictures or like some
it's really
photos.
Cute.
Yeah, like, and I think it also helps me to kind of build up my self. How do you call it? I forgot a word. Wait a second.
Like how you evolve, or like
irony, self-irony.
So
because when I was getting a little famous back in Russia, with famous usually comes other part of it, which is
what was the TV show?
It was The Bachelor, Russian version.
I remember now. I remember.
Yes. It was a fun experience. It was fun to do it for once maybe, but I don't think I will do it second time. However, this So Nasty account also like helped me to, you know, to show people that I don't really care what you really think about me. Like I can laugh at myself. I know, like I'm not probably amazing from every angle and not always beautiful looking whenever, like, you know, take a photo of me. So I'm just like, that was my way to kind of like express myself and tell people that, trust me, I know how I am and who I am and how I can look and how I can be not always pretty, not always perfect looking. Like, I'm fine with it. I accept it. And I have my self-irony on level, you know? So that was the story behind this. And I still love it so much. And
it's still active.
Yeah, and I even have like some followers that follows this account without following my main account. They don't care about beautiful me, you know. They just want to see like the funny, open, pretty Kiki there.
I think like What Kiki Eats is pretty funny as well. You always like have your eyes look up when you're eating and stuff. It's really cute.
So What Kiki Eats is also because I'm very foodie, you know. Like I've always been foodie and I love food. I love to experiment with food. I like to try different stuff everywhere I go and so on. So at some point I was feeling like I'm posting so much like food, my meals on my main account, which I still do, but whatever. So I created What Kiki Eats, so I could just like, you know, post everything in there just to like kind of release myself from like, you know.
Yeah. It's nice to see like What Kiki Eats as well, because you've been having such like nice body, and we like photograph you in like bikini and swimwear a lot, and to see like model like actually eat and like be real is nice.
I'm trying to keep up on this page as well now, because for me it's like this, it comes in waves, you know. Like sometimes I feel like I'm too like more inspired to do my social media and try to like catch up on all of those accounts, and sometimes you're like just feel a little more like down or like too busy with different things. So for me it comes in waves, but recently I'm trying to focus on my all accounts little by little and try to make some content to like kind of like, you know, be able to post a bit of everywhere.
You think like social media has impacted your career in many ways?
I mean, nowadays for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first time when I started to realize that every time I come to casting, they start to ask for your Instagram account was
It's
probably
true.
like in 2000, I would say 17, 18. Before that, nobody cares. You just bring your com card and like portfolio, right? And that's it. But now, like, I guess social media is actually makes so much sense because that's where it's not only about the beautiful pictures anymore, you know, it's about to see like actually what kind of person you are, you know, and how your social media looks like. To understand how open-minded you are too. Sometimes I know a lot of people posting in social media, just like, you know, they say social media is not what reality is. It's true, but it's also kind of makes sense that how your social media, how your page looks like, you know, it can tell a lot about a person too, you know.
Yes.
It can be all photoshopped, it can be all made up and stuff, but if it's a good kind of picture overall, and if it's a style and you can see how the person think posting this or that photo there, you can already make an image of this person somehow.
And then like your main account, you like curate it professionally?
No, my main account is just like more of a little bit of everything. I'm trying to balance between fashion and lifestyle. I don't want to make it too much of like fashion page where only professional photos are and only good looking, you know, like model look and stuff. I'm trying also to put a lot of like personal stuff there, like traveling, you know, my family, my boyfriend, just like trying to balance and make it more like lively, I guess.
I think that's what people like to see as well.
Because beautiful picture, it's a beautiful picture, and it's like attractive, and now everything is all about, you know, essentials and stuff like this, right? But I still am trying to, because I guess I'm just that person, you know, because in the end I'm not just like a good looking model. I think I have way more personality than that.
Yeah.
Which can be funny, which can be sad, which can be like, you know, like all that. So I'm trying just to make it to show that who I am and how I am.
I think it's very attractive as well, like when we go and see like these models like Instagram and stuff, and see to have like a character, and then it's like, oh, like she looks nice, we would like to work with her and stuff. I
hope so. That's what I think though.
Cool.
See. Yeah.
And do you still remember what was your like first paid job like here?
Paid job?
Like paid, like your first job here?
Yeah, I guess it was just like some modeling jobs for like clothing brands. I remember I did one of my first jobs I did here back in 2012 when I first came here. It was for underwear brand. I'm not gonna say the name, the brand name, but what was funny about it, that actually it was quite beautiful photo shoot. I remember nice photos. I still love them. But what was funny about it is that they had photo of me hanging on the billboard in a sock on the main intersection there.
The interchange one.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's a huge one.
Yes, but the funny part is that they've been having it there for maybe like 7 years.
So you were like a timeless model.
Yeah, every time I was coming back to Thailand and I was curious, like, am I still there? Like, and then, you know, when it was already 5 years past, I was like, no way I'm still there. And every time I come back, I'm like, yes, it's still there. But now it's gone, thanks God.
It's gone.
Because at the beginning it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know, you're like in the busiest intersection, your face, beautiful photo in underwear, cool. But then after a while, you're like, okay, I think I should get paid for this, you know?
Yeah, it's been 7 years.
It's been too long already, yeah.
Have you spotted a lot of like your photos that it was out of usage?
Yeah, actually, during COVID time, there was not so many models here. But because I was based here and I was one of the few who was working here, I remember there was a moment that I will go to a shopping mall, like in quarter or like, some of those. And I will just walk on the floor and I will be like, okay, I see myself here, I see myself there. And you just like see 3 different or 5 different brands like around and you're on all of them. And it was pretty funny. Yeah. Like just to see yourself on all of those different shops,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Kiki, for like coming here and visiting at our office today. So
yeah, thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure to, recap on my modeling journey here in Thailand and everywhere, actually. So it was good talking to you. Thank you.
Okay.
Hope seeing and doing this again sometime soon.
Spotlite is super happy to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, ขอบคุณค่ะ